Play It Painted live. I gotta get stuff ready. So let's do that. You guys probably aren't tuned in at this point anyway, but that's okay. We are going to get all these things ready so that so we're going to take autofocus off. We're going to put this like that. There you go. See? Nice. Okay. And we'll keep that handy so that we can do that. Let's check our sound. Make sure our sound is good. Audio. Yeah, looks like we're good. Okay. Okay, so I think we're doing well. Let's go ahead and tweet this. It tweets in Spanish, which is weird. But there we go. Let's share that. Okay. And I don't need to view the tweet. Let's just get that going. I don't feel like I have enough light here. Is it did it get darker? I'm not really sure. Do I need to? I don't know. Let's see. Anyway, I gotta open up YouTube comments. So again, if you are here, sorry that this is taking longer than usual to set up. It's been a while since I put together a stream. But yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And we'll get into the figure here in a minute. Just a Sunday night. I'm gonna get a little painting done. Man. This thing. Look. Okay. Good. Good. So yeah, if you're tuning in, awesome. If not, hangout test. What is going on? I just want to see where we're at. Here. Yeah, still gonna take a minute. Jeez. Yeah, again, apologies. I'm gonna have to clean up this whole area anyway. There we go. Looks like we are. Oh, you can do it. You can do it. There we go. Okay. I think that's live, or as live as what's going on? You know, like crud right there. It actually doesn't look too terrible on there. If in fact the stream is working. Oh hey, what's up, Demon Jester J? What's up, man? Let me share this one more place, and then we're gonna get to it. I promise you, we're gonna get to the painting in a second or less. Let's see. Let's go here. There's a bunch of people on. Let's do this. Okay, let's put that there. And let's close this out. Okay. Yep, welcome to the feed. Here we go. Let's go ahead and start the painting. So I haven't actually painted much this whole weekend, and I've wanted to paint something for fun, so I went to the LGS tonight and picked up. I was going through some Anima stuff because I've kind of been through the. I've got like a little bit of the nostalgia bug, so we're gonna paint this Anima Tactics Cordelia, and I'm gonna simulcast it. So record us talking here, and I'm going to also record this to my hard drive so that I can turn it, speed it up, turning it into a video, and put some commentary over it. Okay, so right now we're gonna. Oh, you're you didn't realize how late it is. All right, have a good one, dude. Good night. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you on the next one. And let's get to it. So yeah, we're just gonna paint this for a couple hours. We'll see how far I get into it. But I built her real quick, put her on a herringbone brick base, and we're just gonna fire up the airbrush, get some primer on her, and see how we do. All right, so if you are tuning in, welcome to Play It Painted Live. Let us know what you're painting or what you should be painting. I probably should have kicked that on a little bit later than I did, but that's okay. Let me do a quick clean here. Clean the needle out, and then we'll get to it. Yeah, wow, this stuff's been sitting around. It's all kinds of like dried gunk and crap on my needle. And we're gonna paint her up. We're gonna see how she does. Kind of inspired to try a different color scheme with her than what I previously did. So I did like a red and white scheme on her the last time I painted her, and this time we're gonna play around with some blues, because blue is cool, and I want to do like a darker blue theme for this one. All right, so we're gonna start off with some black. So I prime black. And that should go down pretty quick. Thing about working with single models is you actually have to wait for shit to dry. I'm like usually I'm waiting, like I do big clusters of models, and so you don't have to wait for that to dry. It's just by the time you get to the end of a particular process, then you get to keep moving. But in this case, with a little Cordelia here, I'm going to spray this black and actually have a little bit of time to let her dry. Either that, or I can just keep spraying, like just spray air on her. To try to get her dry. Okay? All right, so there's that. I'll give that a couple of minutes to dry. So yeah, I was actually, I wanted to pick up some more Anima stuff because it's been kind of on the nostalgia trip lately, and my friend Mark and I had decided that we wanted to play the game again, but the problem we had with the game is the mechanics are a little bit dated, and the scenario system is also a little bit dated. So we wanted to modernize it, and instead of just writing a full brand new rule set to it, we actually figured out one thing we can do relatively quickly and relatively painlessly would be to modernize it by adapting a couple of the systems, a couple of the key systems of the game to Malifaux 2nd Edition. So that kind of became a plan. Like, we thought it through, and we're like, well, what are the outdated parts of the Anima tactic system? One is the core duel mechanic is boring. It's just a D10 straight match with the stat. And then the other thing is the scenario generation is a little flat. I think there's only 6 original scenarios in Anima Tactics. So we decided, I really don't like rolling D10s. I don't, and it's weird. I should really like that, because I don't really care for D6, so I should like D10. But I don't really care for that in a skirmish game. My favorite skirmish games have been card-based skirmish games. And with that in mind, that's why I think that we decided to go the direction that we did was because we like card-based skirmish games. We like Malifaux. We really like Relic Knights. So so we started to think about it, and we're like, wow, that actually would be a fairly easy translation because it's stat-based. Now, there are a couple of things to bear in mind too, like the Anima stat-based system didn't always give you an opposed duel, unlike like Malifaux does. Therefore, the defensive statistics of models are tend to run a lot higher than their attack statistics. So we had to overcome that. And then there was some other than that there was some really simple like definitions that that you have for scenario-based conditions like leaders and henchmen and that kind of stuff on the Malifaux side. But otherwise, it's not a bad transition, and we think that there's some potential here. The upside to it is we get to use these absolutely gorgeous models, and we're in a setting that we really like. I mean, granted, I like Malifaux. I think the steampunk setting is okay. It's a little dated, and you guys know full well my disappointment with how they treated the characters canonically going from the first edition to the second edition. So that was part of the issue there. And then this game, obviously, we really loved the theme. We really loved the world of Anima, and the art, obviously, and the sculpts were just amazing. The issue we have with this world, though, is it's a discontinued game, and it was a stale game. It was in like desperate need for an update. So that's why we went the way we did. And even like playing some Malifaux lately, like that's what one of the things we've been doing is we've been playing some M2E, and it was like, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. The problem we were having with M2E is one, it's another system that's just going to encourage you to buy endless amounts of models and know everyone's combo and everyone's statistic. And I don't really have the bandwidth to do that anymore. But for Anima, it's just not the same thing. Anima, the characters are pretty self-contained. You kind of know what you're getting into 99% of the time. So you can have at it, right? Okay, so I'm going to do a hola. Hey, what's up, Feroshi? Welcome to the feed. So let's see what we get with this model. I'm going to give her a little bit of sunshine on the face here. I wasn't meant as a horrible thing, by the way. I don't know if that got construed the wrong way. Well, Canvas isn't on, so he's not going to be the one to call me on that. He probably will later, though. Okay. So, let's have a look at this model. Wait. Am I even getting... Yeah, okay. Let's have a look at this model, and then we'll go over our game plan with regards to getting her painted, okay, now that she's primed. I do want to spray down a base coat, and I have a feeling we're going to be doing a lot more just painting on her. But let's see. So here's the model as is. You can see there's just beautiful gown work. I love the like playful look on her face. She's kind of has her oh geez, I just put too much primer down. Let me just blow a little air, thin that out a little bit. Apologize for the constant compressor barrage here. Okay, so here we are. Yeah, so oh, hey, what's up, Mike? What's going on, dude? So we're gonna paint some blues. We're gonna paint some dark blues, right? Because we were talking about this earlier, and And I really like dark blues. And I've when I painted my original Showgirls crew, I did them in dark blues. I did a lot of the old Malifaux stuff in dark blues. Arcanist stuff is in dark blues, but dark blue dresses are phenomenal. And if you're talking about like, if you guys recall my dark blue, the dark blue that I used for Cassandra and Colette, that's kind of what we're going with. I didn't understand nothing. My English is bad. What are you drawing? Don't worry about the English. We're actually doing some miniature painting right now. Um, so this is a 32 millimeter miniature, and we're basically gonna color her in with watercolor acrylic paints. That's essentially what we're doing right now. Looks like there's a little bit of scrud there with regards to the dress, but otherwise we're okay. So there's two real ways that we can decide to do this. Is I can actually we can paint the dress like it's going to be all white, and then come in with the major colors, which is probably what I'm going to do. Is paint this like it's a white dress, and then come back and hit the colors, because white is going to be the trim accent, which is basically all of this area here. That's all going to end up being white. This up here will be white. And then, but the main body of the dress is going to be a very, very dark blue. Okay? So let's go ahead and do that. And let's start mixing up some colors around having a very cool white. Okay, so it's very simple formula we're going to go with. We're going to start with, actually, I need to go maybe even one color a little darker than Azure. So we're going to go Andrea Blue, which should be interesting. So we're going to go Andrea Blue, then to Azure, and then we're going to go up to like something very close to white. And I'll call out the name of that color later. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hopping on. And hey, we're here to ramble. So if you guys have any topics of discussion, anything you want me to bullshit about or make up or whatever, we can totally do that. So how you been, Mike? You doing all right? Getting ready for WonderCon, possibly? I assume you're going to WonderCon. I'm totally not going to WonderCon. Makes me a little sad, but that's okay. We're just gonna deal. Yeah, yeah. It's an ancient lady of 1800 with a sniper rifle. Yeah. Welcome to the world of Anima. Anima is actually a Spanish property, the Spanish IP, and it's an alternate Earth setting, and it has a lot of like steampunk, anime, sci-fi themes to them. So yes, so you're right. So it is kind of weird. So we're gonna start with the Andrea Blue. At the end of your spring break, you can live vicariously through my posts. Oh, for sure. I'm gonna need to, man. I'm gonna need to. I thought about maybe going to WonderCon for a day, but I was like, why? I don't know. I mean, there's nothing. I've got enough times that it's not. There's nothing specific for me to go to. Do you want to tell me what you're dressing up as? That would be cool. Because you always have the cool cosplay. Jeez, it's a lot more blue than I needed on there. I'm just gonna blow through the rest of that. Yeah, I don't know. Like you know, with the second kid and all that, I am basically out of the con circuit this year, still strongly debating WonderCon. I mean, not WonderCon, Kingdom Con. Kingdom Con is the one that's going to be very hard for me to walk away from. Kingdom Con is going to be, yeah, that one's tough. I will tell you guys right now on air, I don't give a shit. Like, Jawa Dennis from Jurassic Park, and I'm thinking of a Nacho Libre cosplay. Oh my god. Now I want to go. Ah, damn it, Mike. I want to go. You're a super dad, though. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. But yeah, Kingdom Con is the one that's tough. I am very much planning on doing at least a day at Anime Expo, like a couple of shifts at Anime Expo. Um, but yeah, um, it's about the people. Fair enough. I think that to me that's like Strategicon is about the people. Because frankly, I don't think Strategicon's not a great con for me. It really isn't. It's not a great con for me, um, but I do miss a lot of my friends there at Strategicon. And Kingdom Con is the same. Kingdom Con is very much about the people. The fact that Kingdom Con has good gaming in it too is a bonus. So, all right. So a little Azure coming straight down on the model here. Is this in focus? Let me ask you guys that. Do I need to refocus this? If it's not looking good, let me know. Like if it's too blurry, let me know. Where am I from? I, my friend, am from California. Land of the superficial. Right? Is that the unofficial statement for California? I am from California, land of smog. I don't know. Tell me. What is the unofficial tagline for Cal? Well, actually, let's be a little more specific. What's the unofficial tagline for Southern California or Orange County? How about Orange County? Are we uh, maybe we're the plastic surgery capital of the world? It might be. I would believe it if somebody told me that Orange County has the most plastic surgeries per capita. I would buy that. That would be a legitimate. I would not dispute that claim. Even though I tend to be the kind of guy that will look shit up every time somebody makes a claim like that. That would be one that I wouldn't terribly feel like contesting. Okay, so that light blue's coming down. Now let's do so we're going to take this all the way up to a pale blue. And it seems like a lot of work going from black all the way to gray, then all the way to blue, then all the way back to white. That's kind of what we do. Don't ask me, man. I just work here. All right. But the idea here is I've heard that California dawns at 4 a.m. Oh, you're talking about the sunrises. Is that real? No, most of the time, California, the sun rises, around 5:30, 6 a.m. most of the time. I mean, this is daylight savings time, so we're usually getting sunlight. What do you think, Mike? Like by 6 a.m. should be able to see. I leave the house like right around 6 a.m. every morning, and that's when the sun is starting to rise. Okay. And that's about as good as that's going to get. Right? Just kind of letting that fall where it will. Okay. And 6:30. Yeah, that sounds about right. Like 6:30 for the sunrise. That'll work. All right. Let's get in and paint this sucker. What do you think? What do you say? I'm from southern Chile. It's 9 a.m. Dude, Chile is awesome. Love to go to Chile at some point. 9 a.m. So it's good morning to be watching something like this. Okay, I'm gonna have to move the camera a bit, folks. So bear with. Look at that. Look at the effects. That is what we do around here, people. Oh, I hear it. So, oh, remember my English? Yeah, don't sweat it, dude. It's all good. Okay. So we're gonna move the camera, and again, if you guys are noticing any problems with lighting or with focus, please let me know because. Whoa. All right. I'm gonna take us in. Whoa, there's a bug on me. Ah. I'm gonna take us in real close because we're gonna paint face now. All right. Better, better. There we go. Do we need to go any closer? That's as. Oh, wow! I can get that close. Holy crud! Look at that. That's a great place to do that. Okay, so we can actually work on eyes and all that good stuff. Okay. All right, man. Let's break out the wet palette. Let's paint this. Let's paint this lady here. Okay. So before I even get started, we're gonna I'm gonna paint the rings around the eyes. So we're gonna come in with some Armor Wash P3. It's been a long time since I painted anything Anima Tactics, and I love this miniature range. I love this range. Been one of my favorites of all time. Possibly my favorite metal range of all time. Which is saying a lot because I know, like most hardcore veteran miniature gamers and painters, not most, but there's a sizable amount of us that really like to paint metal miniatures. What's your favorite, Mike? Or anybody? You metal, hard plastic, restic, resin. What's your favorite? Not a good expressiveness in this model. Okay, so all I'm really trying to do is just get an outline around the eye there. Okay, and while I've got the armor wash out, I might as well drop a wash on the gun. Right. See how that wash just kind of defines the shadows of the gun? And I'm actually using it as a tint as well, so it's going to leave like a dark gray finish on the gun, and you can actually even just layer the wash to give it a non-metallic metal look. That's super cheating, isn't it? Go ahead, you can tell me. Painting plastic is the easiest, so you have a good primary metal. It can be easy too. I just like the way the there's a number of things with metal that I really like. It's one, it's a good uh, it's just a good weight in your hand. They're great playing pieces. Um, I also really do like the way that that metal takes the paint. Um, but I agree. I mean, hard plastic is easy to paint, and it will take the paint pretty well. But yeah, I'd still say my favorite is metal. My favorite all around experience is plastic. I would have to agree with you there. You need a lot of precision for the. Yeah, you do. We're in real tight, my friend. That's how we do this. Um, in fact, I'm worried that my little eyeliner is just not dark enough, so I'm gonna come in and give it another one of these. There you go. We're gonna let that dry for a second. And I don't even know where is center on the. There it is. All right. So we'll give that a minute. That's a one downside for doing your eyes that way. Like I could have just painted them black, but I'm going for, I'm painting for me. That's what we're doing tonight. I'm just painting for fun. I just finished that Gloomhaven commission, and if you guys have seen if you guys saw that Wild in the Streets commission that Phil did, holy crap, did that look amazing or what? Phil's a beast. He totally took that down. It was awesome. Sorry I'm eating on camera. Anyway. Oh, hey, Mike. Do you ever go to Ren Fair, dude? You go to Ren Fair. Let's go to Ren Fair, dude. Let me know. Let me know, man. I want to go to Ren Fair. My wife and I have tickets for Ren Fair. So, and we want people to go. We want people to go with us. So we're totally doing that. And I'm rocking like an Asian outfit. It's going to be awesome. Anyway, let's get the little dragon white going. I think we can now safely start painting in these eyes. Ooh, I forgot. Anima is not messing around, dude. Look at that. They're not messing around. Wow. Yeah, man. I'll line it. I will tell you when I'm going out there. What weekend we choose, and then if we can line it up, it'd be rad. Then we can like hit that shit in force, and but yeah, my whole family, meaning my wife, myself, and the babies, we're doing a. Well, I can't even get that on camera, can I? We're doing a like an Asian theme. It should be fun. Look at that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Now the eyes are a little too small to get really, really creative with, so we're just gonna rock some standard dark eyes. If that makes me a bad person, tell me, because I will feel free to ignore the comment. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Where is the? What I do with the stupid cool? Where's the card for Cordelia? Son of a. Ah! Come on, man. What did I do with it? Hold up. Wow. I just got too much shit around here. I'm not gonna find it. Anyways, I think Cordelia in the art kind of has like these hazel eyes, but nobody is going to be able to see the eyes here. Hey, what's up, Yvonne? Um, Nobody's going to see them blue eyes. I don't know. Should I go for it? Or I could try. I'm thinking, I could do like heavy sienna on the eyes and give her kind of like a hazel eyes. I don't know. Let's see. Or just black eyes. Ugh. I hate it when I do that. Let's just do it. We're just going for it. Yes. See, I didn't even you said a thing in the comment and I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what we're talking about. But here we go. So yeah, Ren Fair. Whoever is going to Ren Fair this year, let's hook it up. We will all go as a big group. Like I said, I'm doing an Asian theme for Ren Fair. Yvonne, if you're in for Ren Fair, let me know. We're totally doing that. Where is... All right. Black like my soul. Oh, man. Okay. We're trying this. Now, painting eyes on camera is awful and should never be attempted. It just shouldn't be. Just not very good. And the problem people have with painting eyes on camera is they don't breathe. They don't, like, they hold their breath. I'm guilty of the same thing. Like, I will just... I'm like, oh, don't breathe. God damn it. Oh, there we go. Okay. One eye down. Does it look okay? Are we still all right? I can't even tell. Like, let me fix my stupid screen. There we go. No, it's just not. Yeah, it's not dark enough. No, it's not gonna register. Okay, we got this. I'll do a fryer. Yeah, dude. Fryer. Yeah, Ren Fair is gonna be rad. We go usually we go at least once. There was one year where my wife and I went a little overboard and we went like 3 times. And by the third time, we were like, yeah, this is not a good idea. If we go any more than we are, we're going to end up being Rennies. And I don't know. Am I being judgmental there? I don't know. I just don't want to be like a Rennie. Okay. Let's see. Am I even in frame? I don't even know. There we go. Black like my soul, hashtag. There we go. Why am I out of focus now? That's a question. Whoa! There we go. Okay. So there's one eye. Here's the other eye. Uh-oh. That eye got really big. And she's looking one way. You know how to fix that? Is you just make her look that way. There. Now she's really kind of looking that way. She has which actually suddenly kind of works. There. Good? Good? Okay. Let's move along. So now we got to base coat the skin. and we're gonna go we're gonna go somewhat fair skin here. A little tan highlight. Yeah. So we can cheeky little minx looking to the side. That's right. So yeah, we can do Ren Fair, which would be awesome. We'll do Ren Fair one weekend. When we're not doing Steampunk weekend, that's the other thing too. We did Steampunk weekend like to death, and I'm done with steampunk for a while. I'm sorry. I know loyal fans. I'm done with steampunk for a while. Putting it away. Got to move on to other things. But yeah, Asian theme. We're gonna do that. Um, Man, I am getting a little serious about doing some Doctor Strange though. I've just been thinking about it, like, man, I could do that Doctor Strange. That would kind of work, I guess, right? Like I could do that. Doctor Strange would be kind of cool. And then I could do Doctor Strange and like go to, I don't know, WonderCon for a day. Or I could go to because I'm not going to Comic Con proper, I could go down. I am seriously considering just going, into town and hanging out instead of doing the show. Because the last 2 years I was at Comic Con, um, I did preview night, which was cool, and then did not set foot on the floor again. Like I did not have a reason. Man, this her gun is in the way. Her gun is in the way. Like I did not have reason to get back out on the convention floor. Nor did I really want to. Pretty happy not being in the middle of that crowd. So so we'll see. But yeah, been thinking about it. Man. Like yeah, I could totally rock a Doctor Strange cosplay. So anyways, if you're just joining us, welcome to Play It Painted Live. Let us know what you're painting, what you should be painting right now. We are painting the lovely Cordelia Rosalind from Anima Tactics. Like I said, this is a model I own and have painted. I think I painted at least 3 of these, um, and 2 of them were for commission. So, and this one I'm just sort of painting for fun. I'm just gonna paint one for fun. Do it. Thank you, sir. So what else have you been up to, man? How's teaching treating you? Oh man. And because I told you to. Oh, yes, that's true. You did tell me to. Damn it. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Work is good. That's good. My work, yeah, I've been myself. I've been really busy at work. I was in Vegas last week doing a little show there, and that was cool. Although that was my second time being in Vegas this year for work, so I'm a little over Vegas right now. I think the next place they send me is they're probably it's either going to be Charlotte, North Carolina, or or Chicago or Miami. One of those. Let's see. Um, just came back from a teaching convention, which is equally as fun as a geek-con. Really? Okay, I'll take your word for it. You're really passionate about it, dude. That's rad. I admire that. That's awesome. Like I've been to, um, well, my work trade shows suck. Like they're those are not very interesting. Uh, at least my work trade shows. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna give her kind of rosy pale skin because that's gonna offset the blue quite nicely, I think. So I could either go like cadmium skin. Um, there's also this undertone that I rock, which is kind of a Donald Trump joke there waiting to happen. Or where is that like rosy skin that I got? Yeah, here we go. So I could go rosy flesh to cadmium skin. Super chill, love it, but now I have to go to work. See you later. Thanks, Yvonne. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk later. Um, so yeah, I think the shows that I went to this year were kind of my work shows were kind of boring. That's okay. I mean, sometimes it's fun just to be. There's an air about conventions that are just kind of fun, like just you know being at a hotel and having a badge and walking around, seeing all the booths, and like being a part of something big. I guess that's kind of fun. I um, back in the day, like I really craved uh, being in the conventions, specifically WonderCon and Comic Con. I love the big shows, not because they were particularly fun shows, because Comic Con kind of gets dull after a few days of teaching people gaming. But it's fun and it's exciting in the atmosphere. You know what I mean? Especially San Diego. There's like something in the air that happens. Oh my God, that is an awful mold line, and I didn't even know if I can get at it. Hold on, I'm gonna try. I can't even really get it. I'm gonna try with the hobby knife. We'll see. Maybe I can. Yeah, I can get the big pieces of it off. I don't know if it's gonna look any better, but we'll repaint it and rebuild it. Ooh, yeah, our arm's just gonna be a little funky. All right, so let's paint the rest of her skin in. Okay, so her skin is real rosy pink right now, and then we're gonna start to blend um, some cadmium skin and some pale. Actually, I may even skip the cadmium skin and just go to pale flesh. It's looking pretty cool so far. Because I think Pale Flesh gives me a good transition there. Right? It's a clear enough transition. I can skip Cadmium Skin. Am I giving myself permission to do this? And then, of course, obviously, if the whole thing goes wrong, then we just wash it. We just apply a wash. That's painting, miniature painting 101. Paint until you like it, and then when you don't like it, apply a wash. All right. Okay. Oops. So I need kind of a softer color here. Okay. Wow, it got quiet. Was everyone just waiting for Yvonne to come hang out? Nah. Maybe Mike took off? I don't know. All I know is we're just going to keep painting this young lady until we like her. And I think we are. I think we are making decent progress on her. There you go. Looking pretty good so far. I'm painting too. What are you painting, dude? If I might ask. All right. Let's do the final skin highlight here. Actually, I need to paint a little bit of lipstick on her. So we're going to do some carmine red, and we're going to mix that. We're going to mix the skin tone in with that, because you always do that. You just always do that. I don't really have a better explanation for it. It just blends better. It doesn't look stupid when you do that. This is a little tricky in that it's hard to tell where her finger ends and where the lip begins, but that is pretty much where I see that. The other thing I need to do is I need to fix the eye here a little bit, because it's a little out of control in that corner. There we go. There. And I do need to put in one tiny little white dot. Just the tiniest little white dot in that eye to make it believable. Well, nobody can see that. Let's try it again. Yeah, it looks okay actually. There we go. Now that looks much better. Okay, cool. Next up, I'm wondering if I should do any kind of mascara, which actually I probably should. If I'm going to do mascara, now is the time. Troll Bloods, cool. So let's see. So let's do the focus. So you can see she's looking. Her face is looking kind of cool. We got to, but now we want to do a little bit of eyeshadow, and I'm going to go with a, because the theme of this model, the heavy theme of this model is going to be blue, so I'm going to do a blue eyeshadow. Is it overkill? Probably. Is it going to look cool? I hope so. That's the only goal, really. Okay, and so all this is just a little wisp of blue right there over the eye. Okay, and we'll get the other side. Like, this is really subtle. Like 19 out of 20 people will not even know that that's there. But we will, because we painted it on camera, right? We will totally know. You can kind of see it a little bit. I just like having a little bit of a done-up face on these, especially a model like this. All right, so there's that. Okay, so now we're going to paint in the white parts of the model. And what are the white parts of the model? There's going to be a lot of white trim to this model. So we're going to go in with a glacier blue. One of my favorite white undercoats. And we're going to paint a lot of white. Okay. We're just gonna, so all these ruffles, all of this becomes white. And the weird thing is, like normally, I'm gonna back this up a little. So I can be in frame more. Since you guys already saw the detail on the face. So normally you would be doing this late in the painting of the model, right? Normally with the ridges, the highest parts of the model, you'd be doing that towards the end. I'm doing it here right now because it's just easier to pick out what's going to be white, so I know where to paint when I start the super dark blue. And again, we're gonna do this really, really dark blue per Yvonne. Because again, like Yvonne and I were talking about this earlier, like that it's like one of my favorite colors, and it's also like one of her favorite colors. So I don't know, got a little inspired to do that. So kind of the middle of the bodice here. See, that's going to be white. This is going to be white, all this area here. All right. Okay. So we're going to paint in all the little embroidery. But I'm actually we're going to switch to painting the main part of the dress here very soon. Okay. I just like to have this down to kind of show me where I'm going. All right. Because there's actually going to be a lot of layers involved in doing this blue that we're planning. All right, let's get to it. So the first thing we're going to do with the blue is we're actually going to start with a super dark color. Okay, so, and I mean super dark. We're going to go with black gray, like all the way back, because I want to do really, really dark. Okay. And then we can even, I might even go more fair on the skin if I'm starting to like this. So the idea is I want a blue that is so dark blue that from far away it would be, you could convince somebody that it were black. That's kind of the idea. That's what I'm going for here. Although in miniature scale, it's next to impossible to actually do that because you're purposely painting it to look like it's already far away. So you still want to capture, you know, the gist of that color, but because in miniature painting we do a lot of like shading and highlighting and all that stuff, the blue tone will still show from quite a distance away. So we're just going to accept the reality of like, yeah, I want it to look super dark or super like black pretty much from far away, but when you when you are up close on it, you can tell that it's a blue. There's like a little flower on the back here. So something close to midnight blue. That's right, dude. Hey, what's up, man? Welcome to the feed. It was starting to get a little too watery. It's okay. And we'll see if I can actually pull off this look here, because I've screwed this up in the past. The best example I have for it is the snakeskin model from Guild Ball that I painted with that in mind. And the effect looks great on her cloak. But I haven't ever, I don't think I've ever done one that convincing since. Okay. So yeah, looks like chat kind of fell dead. That's okay. We could talk about whatever kind of crap you want to talk about. We're talking about shows like cons and cosplay and all that kind of stuff. So, again, me being mostly out of the scene this year, all but I would say all but out of the scene this year. It's going to make that interesting. But it is what it is. Am I a little bit sad about it? Yeah, I'm a little bit sad about it, but I'm not. Um, but honestly, I'm not gonna miss it that much. If you know, being home with the boys during that, giving up a few years of this really isn't that big a deal. It'll still be there when I get back. When my kids are old enough to enjoy it again. And the best part about that is, you know, mom doesn't have to go if she doesn't want to. I think she's starting to look like with this black painted in. It's almost got like a French maid vibe going on right now. Kind of dope. Kind of like that too. But there's all kinds of texture on this model and it's awesome. Okay. So there you can kind of see where I'm going with this. Okay, so now we're going to start mixing in a glaze, and we're going to get some really, really deep colors in here. I bought a whole bunch of cool blues for this. There's heavy blue, which just isn't quite deep enough. I have dark blue, which is kind of nice. I might actually go dark blue. I also have dark Prussian blue, which is a great blue as well. Ooh, I have this one. I have never tried this guy, night blue. And it looks like really watery behind there. This thing might actually, I don't even know if that's, I'll try to get it thoroughly shook up here. Take a quick break just to shake this and let that color do. And I'm going to eat a little bit more of this weird, like, fruit bar thing I've been eating. It's like a glorified Big Newton. Oh wow, yeah. That's a deep color, and it doesn't need much water at all. It's going to do a couple of drops just to thin. So as I'm painting this, you guys might not notice anything. Which is fine, that's kind of the point. You aren't going to start to notice until I start getting to the, you know, the end highlights here. Yeah, that's a beautiful blue. On camera, I bet it just looks like black. Wow, that is fantastic. So this will cover most of the model. Really nice. And as I continue to paint those colors in, it'll start to look cooler, I think. But I think I'm going to end up more towards like a really fairly intense blue. So did anyone here watch Iron Fist? Am I allowed to talk about that? I wanted to. I want to watch Iron Fist because I don't know. It didn't. It wasn't well received. It wasn't well received. So there are a lot of people complaining about Iron Fist, and I get that. Maybe it's not a very good. Maybe they didn't do a good story, or they didn't do a good job putting the story up, which is fine. It's kind of a shame because Iron Fist is like among my more favored comic book superheroes. I like Iron Fist. I was mostly mad about the slew of articles coming out that are like, oh yeah, they whitewashed the character, or you know, it's 2017. It's time to have an Asian Iron Fist, and complaining that Iron Fist, the story of Iron Fist is problematic because it's a white savior story. Okay, whatever. We can get into that. But how are you gonna, you know, how are you gonna say that when Iron Fist is canonically, that's what he is. Is he is That's the story. Like if you were to change his color actually has something to do with the story because he's a Westerner that's that's discovering Eastern culture and practicing Eastern kung fu and mysticism and all that crazy stuff. So it's pretty tantamount to the character. And so I get a little mad when people feign behalf or feign offense at something like that because that's to me that's just being ignorant of what the story really is. But yeah. Anyway, what is Iron Fist? It's the Netflix superhero story, man. Iron Fist. All right. Next color going down is dark blue. Looks like I had some problems getting that to mix properly. So I'm going to mix some of this mixture into it. And this is actually probably going to be more of like the top highlight here. So I'm going to be more precise about where I'm putting this. Because this is the absolute lightest that this color is going to be. Oh, hi, by the way. Hey, what's up, Tori? Welcome to the feed, man. All right, so here we go. Anima Tactics. Man, I love this miniature range. One of my favorites of all time. Ooh, a little too much blue there. Not bad. It's still not as good as snakeskin, but it'll do. Actually, I will take it. I'll probably do 2 coats of this highlight to make it a little more believable. But it's kind of nice. Was lurking for 30 minutes ago, didn't feel like typing, just listening to you until you mentioned Iron Fist. Yeah, there's a bunch of like series I want to get caught up on. That's one I want to watch, but I don't know if I don't know how interested I am in investing in that. Okay. Okay. Moving along. You can see like her dress is very heavily textured. But now let's ride that over to like a more electric blue. Okay, so I'm gonna take this all the way up to this magic blue. And that's just gonna be the top highlight. And yeah, it's gonna look a little wild, but that's cool. I'm down. It might look a little, maybe too busy because of the number of folds that are on the model, but that's okay. Wow, that's a very thin blue. That's pretty wild, man. That's awesome. That's just giving us that last little exaggerated layer. But I'm only going to do it on the sharpest folds. So her dress really is kind of like an indigo look. Yeah, no, it's almost too... I'm gonna have to blend these a little better. Yeah, because of how textured it is. It's wild. It does look a little electric, which is kind of cool, but at the same time, it might be more than what I actually wanted to do there. That's okay. So I can just do tiny little highlights per segment. Cat screaming at me? Okay, kitty. I don't know what you want. There needs to be another color involved, though. So she's going to be blue and white, but there needs to be another color somewhere. All right. There we go. That's a pretty sick blue. Well, we gotta finish painting the model. So the gloves are gonna be white. And the skin is a little too dark. So I want to get a little more color in the skin. I want a little more. So she's going to be a little more fair. There we go. Okay. Good, good. So we're going to give her kind of like auburn hair to go with this. And we're going to go with, I'm going to actually go with this Parasite Brown. And then we're just going to shade it. It's going to be a very simple thing that we do with her hair. All right. Let's see how this goes. Needs a little more water. If you're just joining us, welcome to Play Paint Live. Let us know what you're painting or what you should be painting right now. Having a little fun here with Cordelia Rosalind from Anima Tactics. For those of you who remember this game, sometimes you just paint. I paint for me. This is totally self-indulgence here. I don't have a commission to do. Do I have stuff to be painting and selling? Yes, but I'm like taking a break, man. I wanted to paint something Anima. I wanted to paint something fun. Went to the LGS today. And I'm sure Yvonne will take credit for telling me to pick up this model and paint her, because I was looking for something fun to paint. Okay. So it's a little thin, but that's the gist of it. That's what we're going to get. You can kind of tell now what we're doing with this model. I do need a secondary color for this part. Down here, the petticoat, it might be pink. I don't know. Pink, you think? Or purple? Maybe a purple might be kind of cool in there. Like almost just like a rose, like a pink rose. Whoa, wait a minute. I can do that. I can do. Yeah. Is it gonna look weird? I think it needs to be a little more lavender. Oh, I don't know. Let's do the white first. We gotta think this through. Oh, first I gotta patch up this part right here. What? I have no idea. What should be in there? I don't know. The other thing I can do right now is I can at least paint in the brick cobblestones. So I can do that. I need that red gore. Where is it? Red gore? No. No. Don't see it. Damn it. Got like every other color up on my desk right now. Except for that one. And I totally need to put that down for the cobblestone. There it is. So the red brick is going to also give us a little bit of contrast. I think it kind of looks cool with... I think that part would just kind of look cool as white. What do you guys think? But I also... The other side is telling me, like, I should have a third color in there. I just don't think pink would work. I don't even know if lavender would work. Let's do the white. There we go. A little bit of white there. Uh-oh. What's the matter, kitty? Hold on one sec, guys. Okay. Cats. That was a really weird, kind of sad cry from my cat there. Oh, if that's a corset, you're saying maybe brown. It could have been, like this bodice right here. That could have been a corset. Kitty, We get it. Kitty's lonely. What I'm actually talking about, though, um, for the third color is basically this area here. See these little doily things like that, and then the lace up. So my gut is telling me pink is the way to go there, but I'm not entirely sure, and I don't want to disrupt too much of the model. You know, if that pink doesn't work out, I think it's at the very least it's worth a shot. But I do like that idea of like maybe painting in a brown corset. That would be kind of cool. I think right now I got too much going on down here. So I'm going to try. Geez, kitty. I'm going to try this. Okay. So let's first get all that done. Oh geez. The red ran up the dress. That's bad. Oh man, what a mess. Yep, I'm gonna have to repaint. See that? I have to repaint that down there once that red dries. In the meantime, I can do this. Do all the rest of the white. Which looks like I pretty much have done. Yeah, I just gotta wait for that to dry. Then I gotta go back in with the glacier blue and hit all that. It's not the end of the world. It's just annoying. I hate that when that happens. All right, and do another layer of parasite brown in the hair. Again, this is going to be washed to make her hair kind of like an auburn color. Okay, and then now let's go ahead and let's try I'm thinking like a lavender. We're gonna try like a lavender, like a really pale lavender accent color. So we're gonna try it on the basically the floral parts of the model and the lacing, just to give her that third color. This is gonna be a really flowery looking model. But I think she should look cool. So I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna shade it with a purple wash and then re-highlight it. Really simple. you can see, here's the part that I was talking about. It's going to be that third color. Basically this open part of the petticoat here. Okay. Well, a lot of fun painting this model. Like I said, Anima Tactics, you have been missed as far as a miniature system that's awesome to paint. Okay. So now let's go ahead and paint that part where the red seeped up. Ooh, this is still a more glacier blue. That was just a mess. Wow. That's not even dry, is it? Jeez. I have to get in there, pull all that red out. Let's do that. Pull all the red out with a brush. It's still going to get dirty when I wash it. See that? What a mess. That's just a consequence of it being too close to the ground there. And I'm going to have to just do several layers to get the red out of that. Right? Now let's get a little purple wash on those areas. That looks fantastic. Okay. That's nice because it's just super pale. I'm going to have to come back and get the rest of that color in. Next up, we're going to do some Agrex Earth Shade. We are almost done, you guys. It looks like we are going to make it to the end of this miniature on camera. Oh, Man, this whole back area here is just a mess. And we'll have to repair that. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to come back in and repair that. Ooh, what a mess. Like, no matter what I paint there, everything wants to wick up into the dress. Okay, let's just finish her up. The damage is done, my friend. Let's just rock. Get the black on the lip, and I'll just show you the model. Again, she may need a little touch up tomorrow, but as for tonight, you can kind of tell what we're looking at. I think the blue turned out kind of cool. The blue turned out kind of cool. I am fairly happy with the lavender accent, and the white looks good. Okay. So yeah, there you go. Cordelia Rosalind from Anima Tactics. Let's give her one little. You know what? I'm going to give her a little bit of a highlight on the little floral parts. Just real subtle. I like her. I think she's cool. This will be fun. We'll probably use her in the Anima card game as like a game piece. But she's fun. Just let her dry. And let me turn off the local recording. So I'm just gonna do that. And we'll stop that. All right. Yeah, we like her. We like her. I think she's cool. She's pretty simple. You know, nothing to write home about, but this is the color scheme we wanted, and I think she looks good. So that's going to do it for this video. Want to thank everybody for watching. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. Always fun to see you, and we'll just keep it rocking. I don't know, maybe I'll paint some more for me next time. Have a good night, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.